So I'll be presenting a case overview for DHL and Global Business Services (GBS). So DHL is a leading global logistic company providing express delivery, supply chain management, e-commerce logistics, and also international shipping. So they also operate in a highly competitive industry where speed, technology, and customer service are critical. So the reason of DHL uses of GBS is to support DHL global operation across 220 countries and territories while enhancing coordination, efficiency, and decision making worldwide. So what is GBS? GBS is a centralized support function into one shared service unit which includes finance, HR, IT, procurement, customer service, and data analytics. So by this benefit, it increases efficiency, cost reduction, standardized processes, and also lastly improve service quality. So why Malaysia for DHL GBS is first of all it's a strategic location which is located in the center of Southeast Asia, which is Malaysia, and it is connected to major regional and international trade routes. So the second of all is the strong GBS ecosystem, which around 600 GBS company is operating in Malaysia, and also more than 250,000 employees are in the industry. So this and also Malaysia is also available of multilingual and skilled talent. And third is the establish of DHL presence, which DHL IC services hub is located in Cyberjaya, and also the major logistic gateway is at KLIA. So this improved that it is strong digital and operation infrastructure is already in place. And lastly is to support growing customers demand, which helps DHL improve customer support, data analytics, automation, delivery visibilities, and also lastly is the service consistency across the Asia Pacific region.
One of the major challenges faced by DSL Malaysia Global Business Services is the shortage of skilled talent and the increasing difficulty of retaining qualified employees. As the logistics and supply chain industry become more technology-driven, DHL requires employees who possess not only operational expertise but also digital, analytical, and strategic skills. According to DHL, the demand for supply chain professionals continues to exceed the available supply of qualified talents. This has created significant recruitment challenges for organizations across the logistics industry. In many cases, there are more job openings than suitable candidates, making it increasingly difficult for companies to attract and hire the right employees. Another factor contributing to this challenge is the rapid digitalization of logistic operations. DHL is increasing adopting technologies such as artificial intelligence, data analytics, automation, and digital logistics systems. As a result, employees are expected to have a broader range of technical and analytical competencies. However, many organizations continue to face skill gaps because suitable candidates with both technical expertise and leadership capability are difficult to find. In addition to talent shortage, employee retention has become a major concern. DHR research indicates that limited career advancement opportunity can make it difficult to attract and retain employees. High turnover rates can increase recruitment and training costs, disrupt business operations, and lead to the lost valuable organization knowledge. If these challenges are not addressed effectively, DHL may face difficulties maintaining service quality, supporting innovation initiatives, and sustaining its competitive advantage in the global logistics industry.
Moving on to challenge 2, we look at the evolving market and consumer demands currently challenging DHL GBS. First, regarding real-time visibility, market standards have shifted. Customers no longer accept the traditional 3 to 7 days window. They now expect the same day or next day delivery. This creates a significant operational burden because DHL GBS lacks robust and proactive tracking, which the center is flooded with repetitive "where is my package" inquiries. This inflates operational costs without adding service value. Furthermore, when delays occur, a lack of clear communication makes customers feel undervalued, directly undermining the company's service promise. Second, there is the issue of sustainability awareness. 52% of APAC consumers, including those in Malaysia, have adapted their purchasing behaviors due to climate concerns. The core challenge for DHL GBS is a cost gap. The company struggles to scale low-carbon logistics while keeping shipping prices competitive. Currently, a shortage of sustainable logistic resources is acting as a major bottleneck to the growth of DHL GBS. Next, we examine the challenges in technology and personalization. Regarding technology modernization, there is intense pressure to compete with AI-driven industry standards. However, the rapid adoption of these tools has introduced operational risks. DHL GBS is experiencing frequent data duplication, misinformation, and system friction between new AI tools and traditional stable processes. These technical hurdles are causing avoidable delays and impacting data integrity. And finally, there is a clear lack of personalization. While DHL GBS has partnered with tools like Happy Robot to scale communication, the outcome has been generic, repetitive messaging. Because the system fails to provide tailored solution, especially across diverse cultural and language barriers, customers often feel the service is impersonal. Ultimately, this failure to adapt to individual customers' needs is driving an increase in customer churn.
Good morning, everyone. Now I will be presenting challenge 3, which is geopolitical tensions and shipping routes. Disruptions faced by DHL GPS. First, geopolitical tensions refer to political and economic conflicts between countries that affect global trade and logistics activities. Examples include the US China trade dispute, the Russia Ukraine war, and conflicts in the Middle East. This situation creates major challenges for the logistic industry. They cause transportation uncertainty, changes in trade regulation, fuel price fluctuations, and delays in international shipping. As a global logistic company, DHL is highly affected by these disruptions. Moving on to the next slide, one major impact is on global shipping routes. Due to the security concerns in the Red Sea and Middle East, many ships have avoided high risk areas. Instead, they use alternative routes through Africa. However, longer routes increases transportation time, fuel consumption, and shipping costs. For DHL Malaysia, this creates scheduling difficulties, inventory management problems, and reduced operational efficiency. In some cases, cargo deliveries were delayed by nearly 2 weeks. Next, I will discuss increasing costs caused by geopolitical instability. Political conflicts in oil producing countries often lead to higher fuel prices. As a result, logistics expenses increase across air freight, sea freight, and also land transportation. This directly impacts DHL because the company faces higher operational costs and reduced margins profits. DHL may also face pressure to either absorb these costs or transfer them to customers through higher charges. For DHL GBS Malaysia, it becomes difficult to plan budgets and forecast future costs accurately. In addition, inflation also creates cost challenges. DHL experiences higher operating expenses such as employee salaries, office rental, and technology investments. This makes business operation more expensive and increases pressure on financial management within DHL Malaysia GPS. Finally, this slide highlights global supply chain disruptions. In today's interconnected world, disruption in one country can affect worldwide production and delivery. DHL faces challenges in forecasting customer demand and dealing with uncertain supply chain conditions. As a result, DHL must continuously adjust its logistics strategies. At the same time, GBS employees face additional pressure because they must constantly monitor global news and logistics data and respond quickly to sudden disruptions. In conclusion, geopolitical tensions and shipping disruption significantly affects DHL's operational efficiency, cost, and also global supply chain management. Therefore, DHL must remain flexible, responsive, and proactive in managing these global challenges. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Miss and Sir. I'm Lewis here. So I'm going to talk about the solution of challenge one, which is digital upskilling career progression. So first, we will establish a localized talent pipeline by collaborating with higher learning institutions to develop internships, frameworks, and secure top-tier graduate hiring. Second, we will deliver specialized digital upskilling focusing on high demand, future-ready domains like digital logistics, data analytics, and AI. Third, to give our staff a clear future, we are deploying a transparent dual-track career advancement model for both technical and managerial pathway. Lastly, we will inject holistic workplace well-being with flexible work arrangement to maximize job satisfaction and drastically lower customer and operational turnover. This ensures a sustainable pipeline supporting DHL long-term and global operations. And as you can see from our strategic justification, the logistic and GPS sectors are facing an emerging structural several talent deficit, especially in data analytics and digital operations. The HR supply chain insight points out that businesses are desperately struggling to fill roles because qualified candidates are incredibly scarce. Furthermore, the rapid wave of digitalization exerts heavy digital analytical pressure, requiring highly knowledgeable and analytical staff. Leaving these skills get underdressed exposes DHL to serve high turnover risks that will erode our long-term competitive edge. Therefore, investing in this talent shell is a strategy imperative to smash the career bottleneck and secure our workforce capabilities for the future. And to make this plan become a reality, we have designed a phased execution roadmap, which is our timeline for the implementations. In the short term, months 1 to 3, our quick wins focus on executing workforce diagnostics to pinpoint precise skill gaps, initiating university alliance, and deploying flexible work schedules to boost the morale. Moving into the medium term months, which is 4 to 9, we shift into structuring advanced curriculums in AI and data analytics, building transparent dual-track pathway, and setting up formal mentorship. Finally, in months 10 to 12, we will scale the framework, sponsor professional certification, and run systems audit to tie promotion directly to training achievements, effectively locking in our top talents. Next, moving on to challenge two, evolving market and consumer demands. Modern B2B and B2C clients demand instant, hyper-personalized service. To address this, DHL Malaysia GPS must pivot towards an intelligent, sustainable ecosystem. First, we suggest introducing smart automated care by deploying generative AI chatbots to instantly handle 70% of repetitive multi-language routine inquiries and resolving the costly where's my where's my package like notifications. So second, we are integrating green logistic algorithms to automatically calculate and offer low carbon emissions routes and eco-friendly packaging options, perfectly answering the massive rise in consumer eco-consciousness. And lastly, we will leverage predictive capacity scaling via predictive AI forecasting models to auto-adjust GPS bank capabilities before seasonal peak order delays even happen. The strategic justification here is simple yet critical. First, looking at risk mitigation, transitioning from manual workflows to digital automations eliminates humans' behavior errors, like reduce the risk of errors so you can improve more efficiencies, and like completely wipes out data duplications and critical data loss risk during all system migrations. Second, regarding processing speed, automation straight's processing cycle times from painful hours down to fractions of a second, and drastically boosting customer retention in an aggressive digital market. Finally, costs and efficiencies will improve significantly, like automating these repetitive tasks lower long-term operational overhead, bringing the sustainability cost gap while allowing GPS staff to pivot toward high-value corporate needs. Now let's look at the 12 months roadmap for these smart GPS transformations. In months 1 to 3, which is our pilot enable, we lay the foundation with AI chatbots pilots and staff training. For example, our frontlines team will shift from manually answering repetitive emails to supervising AI conservations quality, which is reduce the humans errors. And in months 4 to 9, which is our integrate automate, we connect system using RPA for document handling and billing. A practical example, when a client places a cross-border order, RPA automatically cross-checks global customs regulations and sends the billing in seconds, eliminating the manual entry. Finally, in months 11 to 12, scale optimized, we activate eco routing and auto scaling. In a real world scenario, like If a shipping port gets congested, our system instantly detects this bottleneck, automatically recalculates a low carbon alternative routes while our eco algorithms and dynamically expands server capacity to handle the sudden surge of tracking updates. This ensures a zero delay of operational flow. Finally, is our challenge three, which are geopolitical tensions, road disruptions, and inflation costs. So we present our ultimate weapons like the predictive resilience strategy powered by a big data monitoring dashboard. This centralized GPS interface actively monitor global trade risks and relieve political disputes and maritime bottlenecks. It delivers two revolutionary features. First, it runs automated calculation to instantly generate a real-time budget impacts when fuel prices or routes fluctuate. Second, it triggers automated compliance, auto-generating alternative customs documentation templates to the second ships avoids a high-risk area. This relieves GPS employees from data pressure, moving us from reality panic to predictive mastery. And our timeline for this predictive dashboard is split into two step executions modules. In the short-term months, which is 1 to 3, we establish data telemetry scenic to integrate live news, port congestions, and traffic data while simultaneously running impact blueprinting for alternative routing cost formulas. And then we initiate GPS team training for risk monitoring. In the medium terms, like months 4 to 12, we push into continuous optimization through analytics, auto calibrations, execute cross-department simulations across logistics and finance, and knock down contractual binding with pre-arranged backup SC rail transport vendors. This ensures absolute agility and safeguards DHL profit margins against any global crisis and situations.
So to conclude, GPS is important in improving DHL efficiency, service quality, and global competitiveness because Malaysia is strategic GPS hub of its skilled workforce, strong digital infrastructure, and strategic location. However, DHL faces challenges such as talent shortage, staff retention issues, and changing market demands, along with external risks like geopolitical tensions and risk supply chain disruption. So to address this, DHL should focus on a digital upskilling, AI automation, and predictive analytics. Overall, strengthening GPS in Malaysia will improve resilience, efficiency, and DHL global competitiveness.